NBA basketball. I'm Damon Bruce. We've got you covered here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next.
We're here in Miami, Florida, as we see a beautiful bird's-eye view of the American Airlines Arena. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for the Thunder, backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. And in the paint, holding down the pivot, a physical and bruising big man at 6'10", Big Kendrick Perkins. And it's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the 4. And for Miami, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4 slot.
Well, when you have the best record in the league, you're going to be the most dominant, one of the most dominant teams at home. The Heat just destroyed people down in Miami, and only the Denver Nuggets had more wins at home than the Heat did.
Gets it to go.
Boy, a little touch of style from Westbrook on that one.
Here's LeBron James on the wing. From past the arc. The Heat rebound. And Haslam kicks to LeBron. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The dish to Chalmers. Stolen by Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. There's the pass to Durant. Off target from three-point range. And how crazy is that from the Heat to win as many games as they did last season, but still be second in the league in home wins? Still, we're far.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play. He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Wade. He's tightly guarded. Inside the box.
He's timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
1:39 left in the first quarter.
One thing with Wade that doesn't seem to be going away is his quickness off the dribble. He still has that devastating crossover. He may not be able to do it every night, but there are... devastating crossover. He may not be able to do it every night, but there are nights when he just looks like he's right in his prime.
Well, this is how you...
He just looks like he's right in his prime.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's dribble.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
Well, it wasn't just the tough D. It was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Nick Collison.
The slam.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Durant, here we go. Cephalosha. For 3, Westbrook. That one goes. Count it. Westbrook's got 5 now. And Wade has a number of elusive moves, Clark, getting into the lane. He can the spin, the Euro step, which I love, by the way.
Yeah. And Kevin, he's really solidified his role as the closer on this team. You know, Miami struggled to figure out whether they'd go to LeBron or Bosh or Wade at first. I think Wade has become the guy.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have 2 guys that are capable of closing, Steve. And I agree with you, though. His aggressiveness and confidence probably give him a slight edge in closing over LeBron. You can play great defense on him, but he still typically finds a way to get the shot he wants.
Wade against Durant. Feeds to Cephalosha. Dishes it to Westbrook. Ibaka. Pocket 6. Goes back up. Collison, no good.
Man, excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a rich. No doubt about it, Steve. He's a rich. Presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
It's Durant with the drive. Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw good from Collison. And the Thunder making a change here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Miss at the line might stick in his craw for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
It's all tied. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play.
You know, it wasn't that the Thunder were beating teams last season. Everybody expected that, but it was the way they were blowing out teams on such a regular basis that caught everybody's attention.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, head coach Eric Spoelstra of the Miami Heat finally getting the respect he deserves now with their multiple championships. But his players, not afraid to rib him a little. Dwayne Wade said Spoelstra's favorite word? Focus. He said, here's what it sounds like to play for my coach. Come on, guys, we have to focus. Next game. Come on, guys, it's about focus. Game 82. Guys, it's about focus. Kevin, it's all about that consistent message, right?
A steady hand, Doris. The players seem to really appreciate it. The beat, defended by Allen. Jackson passes to Lamb. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Man, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
Jackson drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And the Thunder making a change here. Perkins is checked in.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts. It's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
Here's Cole. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
The Heat trail by 5. Kicks to Anderson, and it's rejected. The feed to Battier. Fires for 3, and that one's good. Battier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Jackson misses. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes to Haslam. He dishes it to Allen. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
The Heat have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Haslam kicks to Battier. A 3-pointer, no good.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Jackson dishes to Durant. Rejected by Cole. Ray Allen is on the wing. Defended by Lamb.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's Jackson. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his third rebound tonight. Gets it off. And no good trying to get that one. And a tight game here as we end the first half.
Now, presented by Sprint. And we played the Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
So it's the Thunder now. He passes it to Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Cephalosha's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Oklahoma City.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. Two teams that like to play up tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were one play away from wrapping it up in Game 6, but the miracle comeback from the Heat that led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, 2 straight titles in Miami since they decided to go small. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, thinking conventionally that first season with LeBron, that was my biggest regret as a coach. I put LeBron in a box. LeBron was a small forward. That's what we knew. But after the Dallas series, we decided to start from scratch. We always talked about how versatile our team was, but we never thought about what that meant. We had to do away with convention. And guys, that started by playing LeBron at the 4.
And with his length and athleticism, he has all the tools. Doris, thank you. The Heat trailed by 7. Clark, it was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6 seconds to go. The Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off the charts. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play it.
The Thunder leading by 8. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
You know, with the recent success of Oklahoma City, you forget that in Kevin Durant's first season, they started out going 3-29. And I tell you what, you talk about their success, it's due to the resilience and perseverance and leadership of Kevin Durant and the rest of those guys.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant, the pass to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Got a piece of it. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Ibaka, no luck. Well, there is a culture of hard work, as Clark is talking about, and the perseverance for this Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Their star players, Steve, get a lot of credit, but it's the whole organization, don't you think?
No question. It's the culture that was set. Scott Brooks has continued to kind of establish that atmosphere in the locker room. And they have players who just want to work and want to get better. And when you have a large group of people all with that same approach, you're going to be very successful.
Kept alive. The kick out to Westbrook. He feeds it to Durant. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Wade. Finished off the break. Now just a 4-point Thunder lead.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. The Thunder leading by 4. Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Pass to Perkins. Puts it up from 17 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
The shot's good from LeBron.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. You're going to make shots, and the passes have to be on target and on time.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And the shot is good. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, every team needs a stopper out on the perimeter, Kevin. There's so many great offensive players in this league, so you've got to have a guy who can shut people down. That's what Cephalosha does. He's savvy, he's long-armed, he's quick laterally, and he knows how to defend.
Yeah, one thing that Tabo always had is that defensive calling card, guys, that great defensive presence. It isn't easy finding guys out on the perimeter to play like him, and this team is lucky to have him getting his hands in passing range, deflecting passes, always around the ball, lockdown defense, invaluable player. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Durant kicks to Perkins.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
It's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And here's Chalmers for 3. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Chalmers with it. Back to Wade.
Awesome. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
It's good. This game is all even.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
Tipped away. And stolen by LeBron. Unbelievable!
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
There's 47 seconds left in the game. Westbrook kicks to Cephalosha. A work from Durant. And nothing is falling for him right now. Wade outside. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go. The Thunder pull it in.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Cephalosha. Back to Perkins. Westbrook. Ooh, offline.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They brought it close right now.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
Nobody wants to
So seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder.